she sees me talking to the person, she'll be like, why are you talking to that girl? Ah, you're talking to that girl again. What's your problem? Ah, this girl, you're too weak. Because of that, I was like, oh, I forgive this person so easily, and now I'm talking to this person again. Maybe I'm weak. And because I didn't want to be weak, I started training my mind to stay angry. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you're new on here, welcome. My name is Loveth Chizy, and this is Mental Health Monday. On my channel, I do mental health related videos, vlog, fashion, hair, name it, jack of all trades. But today is Monday, and Mondays we get a little serious because we talk about the things that have to do with the brain, the mind, the body, the soul, everything mental health related issue. If you haven't, take a quick minute, smash on that subscribe button, and click on the little bell down there so you can turn on your notification and you can get notified every time I upload a new video. So I can never forgive you for what you've done to me. I would never forgive you. I can never forgive him. I would never, ever, ever forgive him. Like, what he did was just unbelievable and it's unspeakable, and I can just never forgive. Or like my Nigerians would say, over my dead body, will I forgive her for what she did? Me? I can never forgive. Like, even if your heart is telling you to forgive, but your body, you're still fighting, and you're like, no, I would never forgive her. Forgiveness. I'm sure by now you probably know what we're talking about. We're talking about forgiveness. And the reason I want to talk about forgiveness today is because I feel like it's very important for us to function. It plays a big part in our happiness. Right? I've heard, and you probably heard it too, you probably said it to someone like, hey, forgiving someone is like the hardest thing ever. I really want to forgive him or her, but it's just so complicated. Like, it's harder than you think, or it's easier said than done. Exactly. Forgiveness can be so hard for some people because it's a spiritual and an emotional process. There are some people that have the natural instinct to freely forgive. And if you're one of those people like I am, you're blessed. But if you're one of those people that find it so hard to forgive somebody and to move on when they've done you wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. It's human nature. You've heard the saying that says, to err is human and to forgive is divine. It's part of being human, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with finding it difficult to forgive someone. That's why I want to talk about this today, because I feel like it's a very, very important process. And if you're one of those people that find it so hard to forgive someone when they've hurt you, you probably feel like it's like the ultimate betrayal to yourself to forgive them, because you don't want that injustice that has been inflicted upon you to go unpunished, right? So now the anger inside of you ignites and you get angry, and it's all over your system, and you're feeling so many negative feelings like resentment and anger, and you just cannot let it go, right? And you probably also feel like, when I'm angry and I forgive somebody, or when I forgive someone for the wrong they've done to me, it means I'm weak, or it feels like you're giving up your powers. So in order for you to hold on to those powers, you feel like you need to stay angry at them. But that's not the case. The truth is, holding on to anger and resentment is like a misguided hope. It doesn't really help. It doesn't change the past. You staying angry gives you the power to change the past, but it doesn't. It doesn't change what has happened, right? It leaves you with so much negative feeling, and you feel so clouded. Personally, for me, my human nature is to freely forgive people when they've hurt me. It doesn't matter what they've done to me. I just have it in me naturally to forgive people. But the thing is, I didn't realize until I got to college that the ability that I have to forgive freely was actually one of my biggest strengths. When I was in high school, basically before my college year, I sometimes try to trick my mind into staying angry at people even though I don't want to. If someone wronged me, and it's just so easy for me to forget it. Like, I could be mad for a few hours all the day. When I sleep, or even before I go to sleep, I probably already I'm over it. I forgot about it and I'm good to go. And when I see the person the next day, I just want to, I'm all chill, like nothing happened. It's just, I'm not faking it. That's just my natural instinct. Like, it's very easy for me to forgive, let go of things in the past, and move forward. But then I had this friend who would always get in my head. She would be like, this girl, you're too weak. You said you're too weak. You just be forgiving people anyhow, after what that girl did to you. You know what I mean? She's adding fuel to the fire, and then she tried to sometimes make me feel like I am weak for my ability to forgive people that have wronged me. So because of that, I would sometimes train my brain, like I would be mad at you and I'm over it, but then when I see you and I want to talk to you, I like try to remind myself like, no, you're mad. You gotta stay mad, because if you talk to this person now and they know you forgive them, it makes you weak. So I wanted to keep that power, that force power that I thought I had by being mad. It wasn't until I got to college that I actually realized that, you know what, my ability, the traits that I have to freely and easily forgive people was one of my biggest strengths, other than empathy. So I also had to do some soul searching. I had to like search myself and think about it and evaluate and assess the issue, like myself, like why is it that I forgive people easily? But then I realized that it is because when I am mad at someone, it's like this cloud is around me. I feel it affects me mentally and physically. So I feel angry and agitated, and I don't want to be in the same room with that person. I'm sure some of you can feel that way when you're angry at someone and you're mad. You don't want to see the person. You don't want to talk to the person. You don't want to be in the same room with that person. But it affects me mentally. It makes me unhappy. Mostly if it's someone that I have like genuine love for and they hurt me. So it's just too much on me. So I realized that my ability to just freely forgive people and move on wasn't because I'm weak, but it means that I'm very strong and that I care about myself and that I'm putting my peace and my happiness first. This brings me to my main point. If you're one of those people that struggle with forgiving people, there's two things you need to do. The first thing is you need to forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself up for putting yourself in a situation that led to you getting hurt by someone else. Don't beat yourself. Forgive yourself. Remember, reassure yourself like you did nothing wrong. It's not your fault. It happened. Things happen. It's life. It's in the past. Let it go. And the second part is the hard part, to forgive the person. When I say to forgive the person, it's not for the person. It's for your own self. When you're letting go of anger and resentment and all that negative feelings, it's for yourself. It's not for the person that has hurt you. Understand forgiveness like this. Think about it like this. Whenever you get hurt and you're trying to forgive someone, think about it this way. Forgiveness is a way for you to see clearly, right? You forgiving the person is for your own peace of mind. It's not for the person. It's for your own sanity. It's letting yourself off the hook from whatever negative feelings and emotion that you're trapped in. And just think about it as it's you wanting to stop thinking about all those negative things and you worrying about these people, and you just want to free yourself and you want freedom, right? That's how you think about it when you're trying to forgive someone. And for you to be able to forgive this person that's hurt you, you need to consider it and be willingness, right? So when we're mad and we want to forgive someone, we always tell ourselves like, you know what, your mind, your heart is probably like, you know, okay, I really want to forgive this person, but then your brain is playing a trick on you. It's like, no, like, nah, that person really hurt me. No, sis, it's not gonna happen. No, I'm gonna stay mad. Try consider it and be like, have that open mind and be willing and be like, okay, you know what, I will consider forgiving this person for my own sanity. And listen to this. Forgiving someone is not the same thing as trusting the person. Neither is it the same thing as reconciliation. When someone you love hurts you, it's like a family member, a friend, like somebody you're not willing to cut out of your life, someone you know you still want to have a relationship with. You need to forgive them for yourself in order for you to move forward with that relationship. But forgiving that person doesn't mean trusting the person. Trust has to be earned. When you decide to forgive someone so you can be free and basically working towards the future for yourself, you need to remember that when you're forgiving someone, it's not the same as trusting the person. The person has to earn your trust. So when you forgive the person, that person that's hurt you has to work towards gaining your trust again. It's also the same thing as reconciliation. When you forgive someone from whatever hurt they've hurt you, whatever it is, whatever trauma they put you through, it's not the same as reconciliation. You can forgive somebody without reconciling with them. For example, I used to have so many friends, and they're friends that I don't talk to anymore, or that I don't really have a relationship with anymore because they probably hurt me sometime in the past. And I just decided that, you know what, I forgive them. I'm not mad at them. So when I hear their name or think about them or see them, I don't feel nothing, no negative feelings, nothing. I'm not upset, I'm not mad, I have let it go. But I also have accepted that I'm forgiving them, but I'm not reconciling, which means we don't have to be friends. So it's the same thing. You need to think about it like that. You can forgive someone and not necessarily have to be friends, not trying to put so much work and energy into a relationship that's not worth rebuilding, right? So you forgiving the person, you go your path and they go their way. You just accept it. Like, we have different views of life and we do things differently, and we don't necessarily have to be friends, but I'm not mad at this person, I'm not angry at this person, I don't have any resentment or any negative feelings towards this person. So trust and forgiveness is not the same thing. Neither is forgiveness and reconciliation. Those are two different things. Forgiving this person for your peace of mind is a strength. Remember that when you work towards forgiving someone, it is a strength and it's not a weakness. And for you to be able to forgive someone that's hurt you, is for you to be willing. So when I say consideration and willingness, because it's not easy to forgive someone, mostly when they've done something like unspeakable, right? You have to consider it. Take your time. Take all the time that you need to go through that feeling and those emotions that you're feeling, and totally take your time at your own pace. And the reason why I say willingness is very important, because like I said, sometimes you want to forget someone, but your mind's playing trick on you. When you're willing, when you have that open heart to be like, okay, this person really hurt me so bad, but I'm willing to consider forgiving this person. That willingness of heart, you would gradually start having a change of heart to forgive the person. Again, the forgiveness is for yourself, not for whatsoever that the person has done to you. So choosing forgiveness means focusing on the future. It's you finally deciding that, you know what, my peace of mind is more important than anything. It's telling yourself, like, now I'm going to be free from all sort of negative feelings and vibes and whatever it is that comes with that. Forgiveness is not like a magic wand that you just wave, you sway it, and then it magically erases all the pain, the trauma that you've been through. Forgiveness is making the decision to move forward. It's that first step that you make towards moving forward and creating a better future for yourself. To summarize it all, forgive yourself, work on forgiving the other person for yourself, and this involves consideration and willingness, okay? So work on freeing yourself from all the negative energy, all the negative vibe, all the negative feelings, the resentment, the anger, the hate. Just free yourself from it. And as you do that, remember that forgiveness is the first step that you make towards building your new future, one that you do on the foundation of your own strength and your capacity to heal. And remember, the most important thing, that being able to forgive someone is a strength. It is not a weakness. Forgiveness is not a surrender of your power. If anything, it is your decision towards getting back to normal. It's your decision towards freeing your spirit and just living a more peaceful and happy life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Share, leave your comment down on the comment section and tell me what you think, your thoughts. I would really like to hear from you guys. I hope you all are staying safe out there. I'll see you guys in my